Hello everyone, welcome back to another Pokemon Fusion experiment. This time, I received a request that made me incredibly curious. A follower named @Moslim asked me to combine 5 Pokemon pairs at once, and every combination was incredibly interesting. Venusaur with Garchomp with Lucario, Blastoise with Aggron, Pikachu with Gallade, and Eevee with Gardevoir.
I realized this experiment would not be easy, so before the fusion every Pokemon one by one. My first target was deep inside the forest. The tracker detected incredibly powerful grass and poison energy signature. Not long after, I finally found Venusaur. Unfortunately, it immediately saw my arrival as a threat.
Lucario, come out!
Venusaur attacked first with powerful vines, forcing Lucario to move quickly to avoid the incoming strikes. Lucario countered with an Aura Sphere, but Venusaur used its roots and massive body to withstand the attack.
After that intense battle, Venusaur finally became exhausted. I quickly took the opportunity and successfully captured it. My next target was Garchomp, and from the way it appeared, I immediately knew the next battle would not be easy.
Garchomp immediately disappeared underground and erupted beneath Lucario. Its speed was absolutely shocking. After a long battle, Garchomp finally ran out of energy. My second target was successfully captured.
After securing the first 2 targets, I traveled to a volcano to search for the next Pokemon, Charizard.
Dragonite, come out!
Charizard descended from the sky with its tail blazing. I knew I would not obtain this target easily.
Charizard immediately unleashed Flamethrower. Dragonite had to move quickly as the heat began melting the rocks around us.
After its final attack failed, Charizard finally ran out of energy. I successfully captured it for the experiment. For the next fusion, I still needed another Lucario, and this Lucario was extremely protective of its territory.
The battle was incredibly fast. Lucario and Dragonite read each other's movements, and every aura attack shook the cave. After the battle ended, the wild Lucario finally accepted defeat. Now, the 2 ingredients for the first fusion were ready. Thank you, Dragonite. Get some rest.
Come out, Gardevoir!
Blastoise emerged from the lake and immediately aimed both cannons. It clearly did not want me to come any closer.
Blastoise's water attacks were incredibly powerful. Gardevoir even had to use the rocks along the lake as cover.
The short battle between Blastoise and Gardevoir made it easy to get Blastoise. Finally caught it. The next target was inside an old mine. Aggron emerged from the darkness. Its steel body looked difficult to defeat.
After a long battle, Aggron was finally unable to continue. The next target was successfully secured.
The next target looked small, but the detected energy was enormous. I had finally found Pikachu. Pikachu immediately attacked with electricity and incredible speed. It was small, but the battle was anything but small. After several rapid attacks, Pikachu finally became exhausted. I captured it without seriously hurting it.
Keluarlah, misdreavus! Come out, misdreavus!
Gallade was different from the previous targets. It did not attack blindly. It waited for me to make the first move.
The battle became a duel of speed. Gallade attacked like a swordsman, while Misdreavus countered with the power of Psychic.
After an incredibly balanced duel, Gallade finally stopped fighting. Another fusion pair was now secured.
Didn't expect the result of that fierce battle to make Misdreavus evolve into Mismagius. Mismagius. Eevee did not attack me. Instead, it approached with curiosity, making the final target seem much easier.
Since Eevee did not fight back, I was able to capture it in a much calmer way. The final target was Gardevoir. And from the psychic energy surrounding it, I knew this battle would be very different.
Gardevoir is able to control the battlefield with its mind. Mismagius is even struggling to fight freely.
After its final attack ended, Gardevoir finally became exhausted. Every Pokémon I needed was now collected. Now, the most dangerous part of the experiment was about to begin. The first fusion succeeded. Venusaur and Garchomp became a forest predator with powerful plant, ground, and incredible speed abilities.
The second fusion combined Charizard's fire with Lucario's aura. The result was a fire dragon capable of wielding aura energy.
The third fusion looked like a living fortress, created an incredibly powerful defense.
The fourth fusion possessed Pikachu's electric speed and Gallade's fighting style. It might be the fastest fusion in my experiment.
The final fusion was incredibly unique. Eevee and Gardevoir created a creature with psychic abilities and incredible adaptability.
But when all 5 fusion energies activated at once, something I never expected began to happen. I tried to shut down the machine, but the portal had already become too powerful. Within seconds, everything began being pulled inside. When I opened my eyes, I was already in a city that looked strangely familiar. But there was one major difference.
In this world, there was not a single Pokémon. To its people, my 5 fusions were not Pokémon, but mysterious creatures.
I quickly hid them inside an old warehouse. We had to be careful, because too much attention could make everything much worse.
Charizard Lucario mistook a security drone for a flying creature attacking us. I had to stop it before the city discovered us.
Venusaur Garchomp also struggled to hide. Its body was too large, and every step made the ground in the park tremble. Pikachu Gallade had another problem. It was fascinated by the city's electricity and nearly caused an entire district to lose power.
Blastoise Aggron even looked like a living construction machine. The people did not know whether to fear it or ask for its help.
But Eevee Gardevoir began understanding this world faster than the others. It could sense the fear and emotions of humans.
But it turned out, we were not the only ones pulled into this world. Team Rocket had all—
Since this world knew nothing about Pokemon, Team Rocket saw a huge opportunity. They wanted to capture the 5 fusions and exploit their technology.
Steel Hunter!
Activate! Capture that fusion energy!
Steel Hunter's first target was Charizard Lucario. The robot fired energy blasts, but the fusion took flight and countered with fire and aura.
By reading the robot's weakness with Aura, Charizard Lucario attacked its energy core and successfully brought Steel Hunter down.
Second robot was designed specifically to fight the strongest fusion physically. The battle between 2 steel fortresses had begun.
Destroy that mechanical monster!
Blastoise Aggron endured every attack, then fired its water cannons into Aqua Iron's core until the robot finally fell. But the final robot was not only trying to capture the fusion. Without realizing it, Team Rocket activated a machine
that began draining the world's energy. Venusaur Garchomp used its roots and ground energy to stabilize the surface of the world as it began to crack.
Blastoise Aggron then stood before the city and used the power of water and steel to protect the people.
Charizard Lucario flew toward the core of the machine. He used fire and aura. This destroyed its outer systems. Pikachu Gallade used its incredible speed to sever the energy lines connecting the machine to the entire city. There was still one problem. The accumulated energy was too powerful. If destroyed, the entire world could be destroyed with it.
Team Rocket is blasting off again!
Did not destroy the energy. With psychic power, it redirected the energy and sent it back into the dimensional portal. The portal finally opened again. I knew this might be our only chance to return to our original world.
We finally returned to the laboratory. For the first time in a long while, I felt the experiment was truly over.
But when I checked the experiment equipment, I discovered something that left me speechless. Energy from that world still remained.
If my theory was correct, that portal could still be opened again. But I had no idea what might be waiting on the other side.
Thank you to @Mosalem for this incredible 5 fusion request. Now, which fusion do you think is the coolest? Tell me in the comments. Our adventure doesn't end here. Do you have any Pokemon ideas you want us to cover? Thoughts on today's video? Drop them right down in the comments section below. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. See you in the next video.